Okay, so even for me, it's getting a little hard to explain what is going on. So I'm just going to write the formula and see if you can follow on. This is sort of the video where you need to be if you didn't want to follow the process of what was happening. So for the box of eggs, what I need to do really is to check whenever I get a 0. Okay, so I'm looking for this value. So when I've got no eggs left over in the box, that means I've used up a whole box. So that's basically what I'm trying to say. And I can say this in a formula. So I can say if I find out whether I've got any eggs left over, in fact, if this is 0, and I've got 3 parts to my if statement, what happens? Here's my logical test that I'm doing. So I'm testing, is that cell there 0? In other words, have I used up all the eggs? What happens if I have used up all the eggs? What formula am I going to use? Or what formula am I going to use if there's a remainder? So as we saw earlier, this formula here on row 14, where I was trying to work out how many boxes, that's really what I need here now. So what I need to do is do the division of that divided by that and put my dollar signs in. If it isn't, I need to increase the number of boxes. If you remember when we did this formula, we added 1 because we started off with 0 point, but we don't have 0 boxes of eggs. We've got to have at least 1 box of eggs. That is exactly what I'm going to put in now, which is exactly the same formula, which is the G11. In fact, before I go there, I'm going to put that in brackets. If you remember, we put it in brackets. G11 divided by that one again, and press F4 to get the dollar signs, close that bracket, and then add 1 to it. And that is basically my formula. I've only got one more thing to do. If you remembered, if I press enter, what's going to happen is we've got 1.2, and I really wanted just the whole number for 1 box of eggs. So if I go back and edit my formula and put an int, open brackets, and then put a close bracket on the end, that tells me I've just used 1 box of eggs for 1 packet. So if I now drag that to the right hand side, drag it to the right hand side, that is now telling me that for 1 packet I'm going to need 1 box of eggs, for 2 packets 1 box, and when I hit 6 packets I need 6 eggs, so I still only need 1 box. But when I go on to 7 packets I now need 2 boxes of eggs, and I'll have 5 left over, and that's going to go on all the way up to 12. So 12 packets would require 12 eggs, which is 2 boxes. But if I need 13 packets I need 3 boxes of eggs. So that is what I have achieved with that formula. It's very difficult. Don't expect you to sort of work your way through it on your own. Again, that's something that if you have a problem with, I can help you out, or the teacher can help you out. So I'm going to do exactly the same that I did there, but I'm going to do it with the butter this time. So this time a 500 gram tub of butter will do 7 packets. So I'm going to find out how many tubs of butter I'm going to need to do all my 22 packets here. So we'll handle that in the next video.